Also this morning, we take a look back at the work of a local entertainer who has made a great impact in culture for decades. Here's Minnis.
The knock-knee, bow-legged, and parry-toed chronic complainer, singer, songwriter, and artist Eddie Minnis belted about in this song took on a life of her own in his ever-popular editorial cartoon, Potluck.
I needed a person who was older, who could portray ideas that would be acceptable. And so I came up with Granny B, the Granny of the Bahamas, the old wise person. And so whenever I wanted to say something that was, I thought, deep and controversial, I had Granny say it.
The quips and smart aleck comments were left to Granny's dog, Fleabags or Fleas. Minnis's first piece came in 1971 as the editorial cartoonist at the Nassau Guardian. His target was Sir Etienne Depuch, then editor and publisher of the paper's leading competitor, the Tribune.
He was quite a controversial figure, and I thought I would start with someone that everyone would recognize. But actually, I had to have a name for the cartoon. And so the only name that actually came to mind was Potluck. And my reasoning was that the Bahamas was a multicultural society made up of people from all over the world. And it was like they were all thrown into a pot. And what we got as a society, as a culture, was potluck.
Nearly 50 years since his first editorial cartoon, Minnis says while he can't specifically recall the piece leading up to the country's independence, it's a guarantee that whatever it was, it spoke to what was happening in the country at the time. After 10 years in the business, he shared some insight on where editorial cartooning is today.
What's missing is the humor. See, doing a cartoon is more than just doing a portrait of someone and having a comment. One, you need to understand the issue that's involved. You need to be able to put the issue in a condensed form and also do a caricature of the person. Because I felt some of my most successful cartoons were ones where you just look at it and you got not just the identity of the individual, you got the personality coming through. For example, one of my favorite characters was doing Sarandon Folks, because he was quite a controversial character and he played a large role really in the development of independence in the Bahamas.
That said, here's what he recommends to the younger generation.
They develop the art of caricature. And what they should do also is try to understand the issue so that their drawing and what they're putting forth actually brings it up. So there are a number of young men out there filling the void that Stan Burns and myself left. But I like to encourage them to really work on the craft, because there's a key element in a cartoon caricature must be humor.
For the Morning Edition, I'm Minnis.